Hello everybody and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about X4, the 7.0 update and timelines. What is it you actually got from the 7.0 update and why you should consider playing it if you are on the fence about coming back to X4 or whether you haven't got it before. So today we're going to be talking about the changes between 6.0 and 7.0. The new features, the additions and a lot of the changes. So hopefully this might give you a bit of an insight into what you're walking into when you come back to X4, if you do decide to come back. So, version 7.0 saw the following new features. These features were all free. This was not a requirement to buy timelines, you got it all for free. New features, we had new Taladi and Argon capital ships that have entered service. Some of the old ones are still there, and you get the new ones for free. Redesigned Xenon PE and SE ships. Again, they were redesigned and added into the game for free. Flyable Xenon ships. Now when the Xenon jump out or when they are no longer operable, they will allow you to take over and fly the Xenon ships. We now have the historic Terraformer ships in there as well. They're flying around. We have new observation deck modules for stations. We have new additional sectors and landmarks added to the game, in addition to the landmarks that you get from the timelines. We have race-specific managers' offices. We have improved AI. I have been testing the AI extensively and it is much improved. I've definitely seen a change, so it's definitely worth checking out. Reworked, improved and expanded tutorials. This was a work in progress during the beta. I'm still not 100% on tutorials. I think it's one of them where unless you're actually specifically playing it and following it on, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult. But they are better than what they were. So there we have it. We also have the late game crisis for advanced players. So now when you earn, I think it's about 1 billion credits in military, you now get a new late game crisis. We have customizable radio menus for quick access to actions. Now you have a little radio menu that you can use to access some of your most used skills that you can put on there. Extended input mapping options for all of your P2P stuff. Plug and play stuff, I should say. Enhanced external camera systems. We already have seen them and they are better, and obviously you can see this is a lot smoother as well. Visual enhancement goggles, which I have shown off as well. Improved explosion effects, which we've just seen as one of the trading ships has just been blown up. It looked a lot better. FOV slider, you can now change your field of vision. And we now have TAA support. We've also got enhanced shadows added to the game. They are a lot better. You can see them on some of the clips we got here. This is all live from the new campaign, so if you haven't already seen the new campaign, make sure you tune in for it, but you can see some of the new graphic overhauls and stuff from there. New accessibility options as well are available, so things like your colour blindness and stuff like that have all been added. We now have added game start recommendations for new players. Added the option to choose default camera when piloting ships, so now you can have it where it's an external camera by default. Added the possibility to customize external camera positions per ship models. Added means to rescue people who are stranded in spacesuits with option for players to request rescue. That was a little bit of an annoying thing until they've added it in, which is nice. I do like that, I prefer it, and you can also obviously request your own rescue as well. Added crew bailing out of player-owned ships that are destroyed, so crew will now jump out of your ship as well. Added player character to list of things live stream camera can showcase, so the player character can now be showcased. Added auto-targeting of next hostile or next surface element on destruction of current target. Added target identification, target type identification, voice feedback for surface elements, like shield, turret. Added target type of added visual effect when hovering over HUD target elements. Added icons to data vaults to indicate unlock progress.
I have just thought of a fin-tingling endeavour.
We'll wait for him to shut
If
up.
you are interested, Do come and talk to me and I will explain.
We've added the icon on map for orphaned build storages with worse to sell. That's build storages that have basically been dropped when the station's been blown up or something. Cover status information to message tickers. Added the weapon and turret range of ships to object information menu. Quite handy. Added full equipment and module names to mouse over text in ship and station configuration menus. Added a number of available missiles or bombs in ship interactions and ship loadout menus. Much needed. Added a new weapon modes and renamed some old weapon modes for clarity. Added the faction filter to station configuration menu shuffle functions. Added lock range, lock time and resilience against countermeasures to missiles in Encyclopedia. That's pretty handy. Added link to Encyclopedia in ship information menu and in module context menu in station build menu. So you can now have access to it from there. Added full module names to search in station build menu. Added a visual hint to indicate which categories contain searched items in station build menu. Added checks for missing equipment blueprints to construction plan selection in station build menu. Added separate default options for global standing orders for military ships. That's decent, that's what we needed. Added the option to disable transform gizmo in station build menu. Added ability to show external target view for ships in highways. And added the ability to move orders immediately to start end of order queue in object behavior menu. Added information about automatically calculated buy amount to station overview resource boxes. Added fleet and sector names to map menu searches and provided suggestion blocks. Added the skip buttons to sliders in menus to immediately set them to their limit. Added a ticker history to logbook. Added ability to select options in drop downs by typing. Added mouse over text explaining mission difficulties. Added interact menu of station or ship when interacting with surface elements. Added deposit inventory order for multiple selected ships, so now you can have more deposit inventory. That was much needed, much needed. Added the reset buttons to global standing orders menu. Added option to mark build storages as hostile. Added mission arrow to HUD for multiple mission targets that are close together. Added a shield bar animation when receiving damage or boosting. It looks a lot better. Added wiggle animation to hull and shield bar when being attacked. Added visualization for projected weapon heat after next shot. Added up arrow button above tab icons to close top level menu and hide icons. Added warning about removing unavailable equipment when applying presets in ship configuration menu. Added warning about missing military or mining equipment to ship configuration menu. Added warning when removing last controller input from certain important menu navigation controls. Added a support for customization of keyboard modifiers and remapping of shift and control keys. Nice. Added feedback for input actions. Added number pad 5 as an additional input to reset map view. Added wider range of ready-made input profiles. We've already discussed that. Added menu width scale option to adjust menu widths, i.e. multi-monitor setups. I haven't tried that yet. I have a multi-monitor, so I'm going to be checking that out. Because if I can put... Ooh, that's interesting. Added HUD scaling. Added glow options for the UI, which a lot of people have either liked or disliked. Added colorblind options to accessibility settings. Added reduced speed mode accessibility options. And added more achievements. And I wish that was all that they've added, but there is more. Throughout the beta, they also added more and more things as they went by. They've continued working through it throughout the beta to bring you a lot of new features. Again, all of this is included in the base game now. So once you buy it, no matter what game you get, whether you get any of the DLCs or not, you will get all of this included from the start. Added weapon and turrets tutorials. Added inventory and crafting tutorials. Added docking UI in external view. We needed that because you had to guesstimate if you're in an external view. Added dialogue option to postpone existential crisis. Added guidance to new HQ location when player scans old HQ. Plot signal leak with Kingdom End active. So, just for those of you who are not aware, when Kingdom End is now available, the HQ is actually elsewhere. So this will now lead you to it. Added flickering of lights in rooms when ship or station is taking heavy damage. That's pretty awesome. Added option to override word basket of subordinates with trade assignments. Added indication of critical words to auto-trade default behavior. Added more details to timeline start menu entry. So now it'll talk to you more about what you can expect. Added Wayward Scion game start. Very interesting. Added option to disable automatic reset of VE goggles. Added option to adjust intensity of UI glow because a lot of people said it was way too bright. I kind of like it. Kind of gives me a Tron feel vibe. But that's just me. Added configurable word basket for station-based miners. Added new default controller profile. Added possibility to skip conversation lines in interface dialogues with spacebar. So you now no longer have to keep listening and listening and listening. You can just skip it all. Added support for multiple color profiles. Added HUD indicator for reduced speed mode. Added further mouse over text to start menu. A lot of it now will give you a lot more information, which is what people need when they were, especially when they were, newly starting out. Added new ship icons to map legends. New ships now have their own icons. Things like corvettes will have an icon. A frigate will have a different icon. It is pretty awesome, and I'm surprised it's not coming sooner. But there we go. Added unassigned personnel to personnel management menu. So now you've got unassigned personnel now. Added sound effects for shield recharging and shield fully recharged. Added advice message for first time players. So now if you're a first time player and you come into the game, it will give you advice on what you should and shouldn't do. Personally, don't do timelines until you get used to it because they're pretty tough. Added player character portraits to new game menu. I haven't actually noticed that. I'll have to check that out. Added wrecked equipment in object loadout menu. Added confirmation dialog when deleting construction plans. Added option to select order sector parameter by clicking on map. Added option to delete input profiles. Added option to delete color profiles. Added new default profiles for various joysticks. Added more skilled marines to newly created Terran Asgard ships. Added research to re-trigger crisis long after finishing it. Added loading of most recent save to end of tutorial when tutorial was started via prompt in open universe. Added unlock status of data vaults to target monitor. And added low shadow quality settings. So now you can drop it to low and it'll give you low shadow quality. I'm not going to go through what they've changed and removed. There is a lot that they have changed, removed and improved. But basically there's a lot of fixes as well, a hell of a lot of fixes, and I'm not going to go through all of them. I will include a list of all the fixes and everything, or a link to said fixes, so you can check them all out. But that's what's all been added, and you get for free. So consider it. It's worthwhile.
Requesting immediate backup.
If you've got any questions or comments regarding X4, the 6.0 to 7.0 update, or in timelines in general, please let me know in the comment section below. If you would like to see any other videos being made that I haven't already done so, then again, please let me know. If you have watched my guides, most of them are still relevant. There are some changes and some things that won't make a little bit as much sense, but they should still all help you when you're starting out. Most of what you do at the beginning is pretty much the same. However, I will hopefully have a new guide for you all soon. But until next time, everybody, take care for now, and I shall see you all on the next one. Bye bye for now.